Newton's laws. Ow!
Welcome to Driver's Ed class. Today we are going to be talking about the dangers of having large vehicles on the road by showing different variety of tests with crash test dummies.
Hey y'all, today we'll be talking about the dangers of brake checking. Looks like there's a semi coming towards a small... This is why you shouldn't brake check.
Imagine you in a small car and you're casually driving on the highway, preferably listening to country music. And a huge semi-truck comes up behind you and bumps into you. Will you be scared? Yes, you will.
My grandma got rear-ended yesterday.
Your grandma probably has a buggy. I'm talking about a truck, hon.
This is Newton's first law shown next to me. Newton's first law, also called law of inertia, states that an object moves at a constant velocity unless an unbalanced force acts on it. Rather than the small car making an effect on the large car, because the small car has less inertia.
As you can see, the larger car hits the small car, causing the small car that was earlier at rest, and now the car dummy, flying backwards due to the inertia of the truck.
Wait, but why does the truck not go far when the small car hits it?
Because when the car with less inertia hits an opposite force of a large truck with more inertia, the large truck says, I'm bigger and better and stronger than you.
These are the dangers that can apply to you if you are ever put in this situation. The person in the little car wants to stay at rest. This is shown in the test video when the dummy stays in the same place when it is hit with the truck. However, in a real-life situation, since you have a seatbelt on, when you get hit by a semi-truck, you feel like you are moving backwards because your body wants to stay in place going at the same velocity. And the car is now going forward with a great amount of force and speed, and you are going to go with it right after. This can lead to severe injuries, and if you are not wearing a seatbelt when you get hit, there's a large risk for going through the windshield, even worse injuries, and death. If you ever brake check or get into a wreck with a semi-truck, not only are you putting yourself in danger, but also other people. By getting in a wreck with a semi-truck, you never know what direction it could go in. It could end up blocking the roads, causing more cars to crash as well, ultimately leading to more injuries.
Newton's second law states an object's acceleration is in the same direction as the net force exerted on it divided by its mass. The truck accelerated down the hill faster than the little car would have because it had more mass, so the friction takes longer to slow down the truck, so the truck had more acceleration. When the truck hit the little car at the bottom of the hill, the car went the same direction it was hit. We hit both vehicles with the same amount of force, and the big car went further because it had more mass and took friction longer for it to slow down.
And now we can move on to Newton's third law of motion.
Newton's third law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. As shown in the test videos, either the car is pushed towards the truck or the truck is pushed towards the car. In the video where the car is pushed towards the truck, when the car hits the truck is going to push back at the car with the same amount of force, causing the car to bounce back like it did in the video. And because the truck has a lot more mass and inertia than the car, the truck barely moved, and its strength was enough to stop the car and make it move back.
This is dangerous because the little car could bump into other cars driving on the highway and cause a domino effect.
There it is, class. Do you realize the dangers of brake checking yet?
Newton's first law shows the meaning of inertia, how it affects vehicles on the road, and why it's important relating to the hazards of the small and large cars.
Newton's second law shows how acceleration, mass, and force impact the safety of passengers. Remember, the vehicles will go the same direction as the direction in which it was applied.
That's your driver's ed class. Newton's laws. Ow!